World is fast approaching, and I do wonder though, even though we have this amazing roster of like, you know, returning characters and new characters, we got the freaking dolphin, we got the Moo Moo cow, we got the sidestepper, we got the penguins. It's a pretty good roster. However, there is still a good chance, even though with the $80 price tag, that we still could get DLC, whether it's free or paid, for Mario Kart World. So I do wonder what, who they could add as far as, you know, maybe returning veterans again, or maybe brand new characters. So you know what we gotta do, right? Let's ask ChatGPT what it thinks will be 10 characters added to Mario Kart World as either free or paid DLC. Now again, I'm aware that there is no confirmation that there will be DLC at all for Mario Kart World. But knowing Nintendo, even with the $80 price tag, there is still a good chance, or maybe even a high chance, that they could release DLC to obviously boost sales and keep the game going for a long time, like 8 Deluxe had. So I am very confident still that even though it's not official yet, that we will get DLC in the future sometime for Mario Kart World. So let's see what ChatGPT thinks will be 10 characters added in the future as DLC for Mario Kart World. So the first character we have here from ChatGPT as far as being added to Mario Kart World as DLC is one that I can definitely see happening. I did think there was a chance we might get him as a Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighter, because he was pretty requested, but I think honestly he fits more as a racer in Mario Kart World, and maybe this guy could have, or this could be a costume swap for Toad, but this could be its own character as well, and that is, of course, Captain Toad. Now, again, I do see this happening. I think, I don't know, because, like, I don't know if Toad is, or Captain Toad is already revealed as a costume for Toad. I don't think he is. So if he's not, then there is a good chance that they could be, you know, releasing a separate Toad variant, being Captain Toad, of course. And again, people love him. He was in Galaxy 1 and 2. He had his own game being Treasure Tracker on the Wii U and the Switch. So, he has that appeal. People love him. So, I can see it happening. So, I will give this one a will happen. I see it being a reality. Now, our next character here is somebody that people were so sure would be in Smash Bros. Ultimate as a DLC fighter. Even though they did confirm that there would be no Echo Fighters, people were still confident that this lovely monkey would be added to Smash Bros. And she wasn't. However, she could be in Mario Kart World. I could see it. And she is, of course, the Kong that people love even more than Donkey, Diddy, and Cranky and Funky. And that is, of course, Dixie Kong. Now, I am kind of surprised that Dixie isn't already in Mario Kart. I think that she could have been easily put into Mario Kart 8. You know, we have Diddy, we have Funky, we have Donkey, but no Dixie. So, I mean, we have Tropical Freeze, which people actually love Dixie a lot more than Diddy in that game. So, maybe now's the chance for them to finally add Dixie. The only thing I am kind of curious of is if Donkey, or not Donkey, Diddy, Dixie, and the others might appear in Donkey Kong Bonanza. And if that's the case, they could be getting redesigns. So, maybe they want to wait until after that game is out and, like, they have the full redesigns. And then they might put in Diddy and Dixie. Because Diddy, surprisingly, isn't already revealed for Mario Kart World, which is kind of weird. But, I could see them holding off on Diddy and Dixie if they do get redesigns in in Bonanza. Because I think they want that game to show them off first versus Mario Kart World. So, if we do end up getting redesigns for Dixie and Diddy in Bonanza, then there is a much higher chance that they could be added to Mario Kart World as future DLC. So, this one I will say will happen. I want to say hell yeah, but again, I do think we have to wait until Bonanza comes out. And if they're in that game, because they could be getting redesigns, as I said. So, yeah, if Bonanza was already out and we saw them already, like, with their redesigns, potentially, then this could be a hell yeah, but for right now, I'm going to say it will happen. So we just talked about Captain Toad, and the third character we have from ChatGPT is another Toad, and it's one that people don't talk about that often, and for good reason. He's not in a lot of the Mario games compared to Toad or Captain Toad. But number 3 here, we have Toadsworth from Mario Sunshine and the Mario Party games. This one I want to say is possible, but I don't know. I feel like Captain Toad being a lot more beloved and requested than Toadsworth really says a lot. I think people would probably prefer Captain Toad over Toadsworth. And he really hasn't been in any other Mario games since the Mario Party games, if I remember correctly, right? He wasn't in, like, Mario, like, the newer ones. He wasn't in, like, the 3DS ones, I think. I think his last appearance was probably in one of the GameCube ones, if I'm being real. So, he has a long, hiatus of just not being mentioned or existing at all. So, yeah, again, this is a possibility, but I think the other characters are just more requested and more maybe on Nintendo's radar versus Toadsworth, who just, you know, hasn't really been there in anything and hasn't really been mentioned at all, besides maybe, like, Smash Bros. And, like, a spirit or something, whatever, or a trophy. So, even though I do like Toadsworth, I'm giving this one a won't happen, because I think, you know, just him being, you know, on a hiatus maybe affects his chances, but there is another character here that is on an even longer hiatus, so this one is still possible, but I don't really see it that much. At number 4 here, we have somebody who I think was in Mario Kart Tour and could easily be in the next, you know, upcoming console Mario Kart, being Mario Kart World, of course, and that is the explosive bomb himself, King Bob-omb. Now, we do have Bob-omb in the game, like just the normal Bob-omb, so maybe that means we won't get King Bob-omb, I don't know, but I do personally want this. I love King Bob-omb. He was a cool boss to fight in Mario 64, and I did enjoy using him in Mario Kart Tour when I got the chance. So, I do want to see it. I don't think he's the most likely to be added, because again, he was in Mario Kart Tour, but so were a lot of other people. I think Tour, even though it is like a mainline Mario Kart game, it's so different, and the roster is just so bizarre, where I don't think a lot of the people that are in Tour are going to be in Mario Kart World. So, I'll give King Bob-omb a will happen. It's very close to a hell yeah, but I think there's just other characters on Nintendo's radar that they might want to include first as, either free or paid DLC for this game, Captain Toad being one of them. So, yeah, this one is very possible. I'm not fully confident on it, but I do hope it happens. Remember in Smash Bros. Ultimate when we got the reveal of King K. Rool and people were freaking out because K. Rool is like one of the most requested characters of all time? You might think he would be in Mario Kart World, right? But, no! ChatGPT is not predicting K. Rool. They are predicting just a normal critter from Donkey Kong Country. Not K. Rool, not one of those claptrap things, just a normal enemy from that game. And this one, no. Like, if you're gonna put in a critter versus K. Rool, who is still beloved, like Smash Bros. Gave him a resurgence like no other, like, if you choose to put a critter, just a normal enemy from DKC, versus the main build of DKC, or even like over Funky Kong, Dixie Kong, even Cranky Kong, then you got issues. I'm sorry. So ChatGPT, I love you. You've been right so far, but this one, I'm gonna say hell no. Like, there is no way you put this guy in over K. Rool. Like, please put in K. Rool. If you put in K. Rool first, then this might be more acceptable. But if you put in this versus K. Rool, then you got some serious problems. So, no, this is not gonna happen. Stop! Now she'll die a virgin. Stop! Stop it! Okay. Stop. Okay.
Stay the fuck in the fucking car!
Oh, fuck! That was a sneak peek of all the content that you might be missing out on by not becoming a YouTube member. When you're a YouTube member, you get so much bonus content, such as all my anime watch-throughs, classic content like old Twitch streams, movie watch-alongs, and more. So what are you waiting for? Hit the join button down below, pick the tier you want, and enjoy all the benefits that come with your YouTube membership. If you're already a member, thank you for your support, enjoy your benefits, and now let's get back into the video. So remember Toadsworth, how I mentioned he's on a kind of a hiatus? This guy is also on a very, very long hiatus, and people are desperate, literally desperate, to see this guy come back in any way, shape, or form. Not a Smash Bros. Spirit, but like a playable character in a Mario mainline game or spin-off game. So at number 6 here, we have the main villain from Mario Bros. 2, the one and only Wart, and I want this. I enjoyed finding Wart in Mario Bros. 2. He's a fun villain. I do kind of hate that Nintendo has kind of shafted him similar to K. Rool for the longest time. So, if there's any game that I could definitely see Wart having his big comeback in, it could be this game. Like, yeah, he was in Smash Bros. As a spirit or a trophy, fine, but, like, he's gotta be playable, man. Like, he is, like, one of the most underrated villains, I think, of any Mario game. Like, he's not like Bowser or, you know, other, like, bigger Mario villains, but he's still a great character. I love him. I think he deserves more love, and I think this game might be the chance for him to finally make a good comeback and be playable. So, I want to say hell yeah, but again, similar to other characters here, I feel like he's just off Nintendo's radar a bit too much, so I don't think he's a foregone conclusion. I'm going to say it will happen. I do want it to happen, but again, I think because he's just been on this long break of, like, not being in anything Mario-related for the longest time, his chances of being added are kind of low, but this could be his resurgence. I hope it is, because Wart is a great character. Next up, we have a character that I was also very confident would be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass as a new playable character, because this game is like the main Mario game on Switch, but for some reason he's still missing, and Mario Kart World could be his chance to finally come back into the fold and, you know, maybe promote Odyssey 2 if that's a thing, and that is, of course, Cappy. Now, I love Cappy. He is a great character from Mario Odyssey. I love his bond with Mario. Now, they didn't specify if it's going to be, like, a captured, like, hat or, like, just Cappy's normal form as seen here. I do think he could have, like, various costume swaps in terms of what Mario can capture in Mario Odyssey, like maybe a new Donker hat or, like, the Caveman hat or something. But I think his main form would be the choice to go with, obviously. I want this. I think it's very, very possible, and I think it does depend on if Mario Odyssey 2 is the next 3D Mario game, as people have been hoping for the last couple years. So, I'm gonna say this one will happen. I do want to say hell yeah, but again, I feel like I would say hell yeah if Odyssey 2 was either out or coming soon, or, like, confirmed. But, yeah, if they do reveal Odyssey 2, this one is gonna happen, like, no doubt about it. But for right now, I'm gonna say it will happen. So we've gone this whole list so far without any mention of other non-Mario characters. And the reason why, obviously, is because Nintendo has yet to reveal if there even will be any, like, non-Mario racers in Mario Kart World. But I do think they're still gonna do it because that was such a good, a high appeal for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is, you know, having Villager and the Inklings in there and Link. So I think they're still gonna do it. Hopefully they will. But anyway, number 8 here is our first non-Mario character of this list, and it is one that I could see happening. It hasn't happened yet, and I feel like this could be a good way to promote the next Zelda game, and that is, of course, Princess Zelda. So not Link, but the princess herself. And they don't specify, like, what Zelda it's gonna be here, but it's probably gonna be this one, either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. And honestly, I want this. I do like Link as well, but if not Link, then Zelda's, like, you know, the next best thing, because it is called The Legend of Zelda, and we just had a Zelda exclusive game being, Echoes of Wisdom, and we're also getting a future Zelda playable game being, the new Hyrule Warriors game. So her chances to me are actually pretty high, because we just got a Zelda game, like a playable Zelda game, with Echoes of Wisdom, and we're getting Hyrule Warriors. So her chances now, compared to, like, maybe before, are actually a lot higher. So this one, I'm gonna say it will happen. I almost want to go hell yeah, but, we'll see. But honestly, I'd be down for Zelda over Link at this point. Link is cool and all, but having, gotten a Zelda-only game and now getting Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, her chances here are actually much higher than ever. This next one here is another non-Mario character that I want to agree with so bad, because I've been getting into this series the past couple years and I love it so much. But there is one big reason why I maybe can't see it happening. So at number 9, we have the Space Warrior herself, Samus Aran from the Metroid series. And here's the thing, right? It'd be a cool addition, but for some reason I feel like someone like Kirby would be more likely, because I think it'd be better for them to incorporate characters from other, like, non-Mario games who have their own racing games. Like, Kirby has Kirby Air Ride, of course. Meanwhile, Metroid has, like, no racing game. I think Captain Falcon 2 would be a great addition, because he has F-Zero, obviously. So, even though I do love Metroid, I love Samus, I feel like there not being, like, any Metroid racing game at all kind of makes it a lower chance of happening. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm talking bullshit. I don't know. But if I'm Nintendo, I might want to include characters who already have, like, racing experience in other, like, their own racing games, like Kirby and Captain Falcon. So, yeah, I love Metroid. This could still happen. It's still a possibility. It's not impossible, but I think there being a non-Metroid racing game yet kind of makes it less likely than other, you know, non-Mario characters. So I'll give this one a won't happen for right now, but it is still possible. I do want it, but I don't think it's that likely. And finally, at number 10 here, we have someone who I want so bad. He does not get enough love. I know people want him as much as I do for various reasons. Number 10, we have the professor himself from Luigi's Mansion, Professor Egad. Now, this guy, like Wart, does not get enough love. Also Toadsworth, I guess. But Egad's a cool man. He's a scientist. He's wacky. He's fun to be around. He could have been in, like, you know, Mario Party as a playable character. That would have been cool. But I think Mario Kart would be a good place for him to actually come back and, like, have a cool, like, you know, he could invent his own racing vehicle and race on that, or, like, race on some poltergeist-looking thing from Luigi's Mansion. So, I want this so bad, and I do think it is possible, especially if Luigi's Mansion 4 is in development, and we are going to get that. We just got Mansion 2 not too long ago, so I feel like his resurgence is a lot more likely than before. So, I'm between hell yeah and will happen, and I think it is, again, because I feel like if there is a new Mansion game coming out soon, then this chance might be a lot higher. So, I'm gonna say it will happen. It's very, very close to a hell yeah, but we'll see. But I think out of all the characters on this list besides Captain Toad, this one is the one I want the most, because this guy is very cool and deserves more love. And there you have it. That is the official list from ChatGPT for 10 characters that it thinks will be added to Mario Kart World as either free or paid DLC. And a lot of these I can see happening, but we'll see what happens if Nintendo actually does DLC or if we keep the roster that we have now, because it is an $8 game, so they might end up, you know, not adding anybody, but we'll see. But what did you guys think, and who do you guys want to see that was not on this list that you guys want to see in Mario Kart World as DLC? Let me know in the comments below, but in the meantime, make sure you guys subscribe, ring the bell, and smash that like button for more amazing GPT videos coming in the future, and I will see you all, as always, in the next one. Goodbye, everybody!